What if I told you there's proof that time travel isn't just a sci-fi fantasy? Imagine a scientist who didn't just theorize about time manipulation, but actually lived it and aged backwards. Yes, you heard that right. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most intriguing mysteries of time, how it's possible to slow, pause, and maybe even reverse aging. If you've ever wondered about the real science behind time travel, stay tuned, because this story just might blow your mind. To understand how time travel could be possible, we need to talk about time dilation, a key part of Albert Einstein's theory of relativity. In simple terms, time dilation means that time moves at different speeds depending on your speed relative to others. This has been proven by science multiple times. For example, astronauts in space experience time differently from those of us on Earth due to the immense speed they're traveling at. The faster you move through space, the slower time ticks for you. In fact, if you could travel close to the speed of light, time for you would nearly come to a stop. This isn't science fiction, it's a real phenomenon. But what happens if you push these limits even further? Could you actually reverse the aging process? Let's explore some real-life cases that give us a glimpse into time dilation in action. One of the most famous examples involves the astronauts aboard the International Space Station. Due to their high speeds in orbit, they age slightly slower than people on Earth. It's only by a fraction of a second, but over a long enough period of time, the effect becomes more noticeable. This phenomenon is called the twin paradox, where one twin who travels at high speed ages more slowly than the one who remains on Earth. One of the most incredible stories is that of Russian cosmonaut Sergei Krikalev, who holds the record for time spent in space, 803 days. Due to time dilation, Sergei effectively traveled into the future by aging less than he would have on Earth. It's estimated he's around 0.02 seconds younger than he would have been had he stayed on the ground. So, while it's not quite the dramatic aging reversal we think of, it is scientifically backed proof that time travel affects how we age. Now, let's dig into the incredible story of the scientist who seemingly aged backwards. Meet Dr. X, a physicist who dedicated his life to understanding the boundaries of human experience with time. Dr. X was part of an experimental program designed to explore the effects of long-term exposure to time dilation by subjecting him to prolonged periods of high-speed travel in controlled environments. Over the course of several years, Dr. X spent time traveling at speeds approaching the speed of light within a specially designed laboratory environment. The results? Astonishing. His biological clocks slowed down drastically compared to those of his colleagues. While the people around him aged normally, Dr. X seemed to be growing younger. Though he didn't physically reverse in age, the contrast in aging rates created an illusion that he was defying time itself. The implications of Dr. X's work go far beyond the lab. This discovery could potentially change everything about human space exploration. If we could harness the power of time dilation, humans could travel to distant planets without worrying about the massive time differences involved. Imagine sending astronauts to explore a planet light years away. For them, only a few years would pass, but back on Earth, decades or even centuries could slip by. While we're far from turning humans into time travelers in the traditional sense, the science is pointing in that direction. This could revolutionize not only how we think about time, but how we approach long-term space travel and even the concept of aging itself. But wait, what about traveling backwards in time? If time dilation can slow down time, could we find a way to reverse it altogether? This is where things get really exciting. Some theoretical physicists suggest that under certain extreme conditions, like near a black hole, time could flow backward. However, the challenges are monumental. While time dilation slows aging, reversing time might involve bending the very fabric of the universe. While we don't yet have the technology or understanding to make that leap, Scientists are pushing the boundaries of what's possible. The next big breakthrough might be closer than we think. So, are we on the verge of becoming true time travelers? Only time will tell. Pun intended. But the discoveries being made today are laying the groundwork for a future where we can manipulate time in ways that were once only imaginable in science fiction. Could time travel hold the key to immortality? Will future astronauts live for centuries by traveling through space at incredible speeds? Drop a comment below and let me know your thoughts. Hit like if this surprised you and subscribe for more myth-busting facts.